Hello, my people. Sad to say, this is probably our last video, probably the last one of the year. So, on that note, I'd like to show a few more minions than usual because I forgot about the last one because I've been so busy. Galactus. Wow, look at that flat head, elbow head. Look at that elbow freaking head. There's Galactus, which is he's a cosmic guy, and then one of my favorites, Stan Lee from Guardians of the Galaxy 2. What a guy. Um, do I have anything else? I don't know. Oh, maybe Iron Man? Did I show you Iron Man? I hope so, because this is freaking dope, baby. Look at Iron Man. Look at that fire. That's cool. All right. Yeah, this might be the last video because I might be posting keys for the rest. So, um, I really do miss you guys. This has been probably the weirdest thing in my life. Um, I miss going to work. I miss waking up early. I miss going to school, making jokes with you guys making jokes with me. I miss practice. I miss a lot. So this has just been a very weird adjustment, but hopefully it puts things into perspective. And, you really appreciate what you got. Because sometimes you don't even know that you're in the good times. Really, you really don't. You don't understand that what the good times are like until they're gone. So luckily, you guys are all young, awesome people, and I will see you next year. And I really can't wait. It's just going to be a blast seeing and being with you guys again. So let's make this a good one. Okay? So look what we have here. We have these shapes, right, made of cubes. Okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to find the surface area and the volume of these cubes. So something to think about is that the volume is going to be very basic. Okay? Because volume is how many actual cubes are there. So if we're looking at this picture, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 cubes. Okay, so the volume, easy. How many cubes? All right, so basic. We'll do the surface area in a second because that one's hard. Even over here, how many cubes are there? Well, just remember that there's obviously these 3 in front, but they're blocking the hidden ones back here. They're blocking the hidden ones. So overall, you have 3 in this column, 3 in this column, and then 3 in front. That's 9. Okay, for volume. So pretty chill. Okay? So this is where it gets fun. Surface area is how many squares are on each side around this whole entire shape. Okay? So it's like which sides could you touch with your hands? So the way I thought about it is breaking it down, because obviously if you try to count every single one, it's going to be impossible. But something you could think about is that if I look at my tops, if I'm looking down on this thing, there's obviously 3 that you would see, 3 black. Okay? Vice versa, if I took this thing and I flipped it up and I looked at the bottom of it, there would be 3 bottoms. Okay, there's only 3 probably pieces touching the ground right now. This bottom, that bottom, and then the other bottom, which we can't see. And then let's think about this. If I look at this side, okay, let's say I'm looking at this side and I'm facing that way and looking at it. What color this is? So let's say we're just looking and we're only able to see what I'm shading in. Let's see how many there are. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so we know that one side's 15 of what we shaded. If we look at this white part up and down from that view, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There's another 15. And I promise you, if we flip this around and we're looking at different ways, there would be another 15 on the other end and another 15 from the other side. Okay, and try to visualize it. I'm trying to go a little quicker, but you could visualize it. But those are all 15. So that would be 60. Okay, so overall, if I add it up to find the total surface area, it would be 66 from adding these 3 together. Hopefully that makes kind of some sense. But I like talking about top and bottom and then around. Okay, even over here, if I view this from the top, there are 5 on the top. And on the bottom, if you were to think under this thing, how many pieces would you see? There'd be 5. Okay, because it's like, if you just took this thing and flipped it around, you would see 5 on the bottom. If you look at one direction, so let's look at these directions. Okay, all those. There are obviously 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 over there. The white part, if we're looking at that direction, would also be 7. And I promise you, if you looked around in the other ways, those would also all be 7, because there's 4 other ways. So that 7 times 4 is 28. So 5 plus 5 plus 28 would make 38 as the total surface area. Okay, beautiful. For a sphere, surface area and volume, it's a very simple formula. The surface area formula is 4 pi r squared. Okay, and the radius is 5. So 4 pi times 5 squared, 4 times 25 pi, which is 100 pi. Okay, and there's your answer. Boom, got it. But it's knowing the formula. You have to know this formula. Okay, the formula for volume is also kind of a weird formula. This is 4/3 pi r cubed. Okay, this is another weird formula. But again, very basic once you know it. And you should have this on you while you're doing these questions. So it's 4/3, pi 5 cubed. That's 4/3 times 125 pi. And again, if you multiply this in the calculator, you can use MathFrac. The volume is 500 over 3 pi. Keep it exact. All right, and the calculator could help you out there. Beautiful. So volume of a sphere is nice and chill and beautiful, like me. Okay, finally the last problem of the year, which is, this is just brutal. Okay. For the mini submarine, okay, this question alone is worth about 12% of your test. So this is why this question is WUF. Okay, so just make sure you really know how to do this problem. Okay, so let's do this. So the surface area. Okay. Oh wait, what am I doing? Okay, what am I doing? Before we should do this first. Okay, so you have 3 things here. You have a cone or coni. You have a cylinder, and you also have a hemisphere, which I love. Hemi Lovato is probably the best thing I've ever made up in my life. It was on the spot. I'm incredible. So we need to find the heights. Okay, well, the heights, think about it. The height of the whole thing is 40, but we want to find what this height is. We want to find what this height is. You could do it in the center if you want. And then we want to find what this height is. Okay, and that should all add up to 40. That's the big thing. So, luckily, over here, if you know the circle has a diameter of 14, or the hemisphere has a diameter of 14, that means the radius is 7. And radius goes from the center to the outside. So center to the outside, this is also a radius. That is 7. Okay, so there's, boom, there's the height of the hemisphere. Over here, we know that this radius is still 7. So if we look at the right triangle that's made here, this is a 7, 24, 25 triple. So the height of the cone is 24, which means the height of this would be 9, because 24 plus 9 plus 7 equals 40. Okay, beautiful. So for total surface area, I always think this is the worst, because you have to think in terms of like weird stuff. Okay, for all these things, if I take the surface area of them, I'm only doing the lateral area, the area I can touch. I can't touch any base of any of these shapes. I can only touch the lateral area. So all the formulas I'm going to use here are just the lateral area formulas for each of these 3 things. Okay? Because think we have a cone, we have a cylinder, and we have a hemisphere. Okay? The cone, that outer part, the party hat part, is a formula of pi RL. That's it. That's the formula for the outer ring of that. So that would be pi times the radius, and L is the slant height, which is 25. So that's 175 pi. That's the surface area of this cone that we have here that we could touch. We can't touch the bottom circle base, remember that. The lateral area of a cylinder is the curvy part around. That's it. So if I know the curvy part around is always going to be a rectangle, where this is the height, which we know is 9. And this part is always the circumference, which is 2 times pi times r, right? Which makes that 14 pi. 14 pi times 9 is 126 pi. There you go. There's your lateral area of the cylinder. The hemisphere, if you look back at your formulas, the lateral area of a hemisphere is 2 pi r squared. That's 2 pi times 7 squared. 2 times 49 pi is 98 pi. If I add that up, that's 399 pi. And this is your surface area. And again, this is all made up of lateral area only. Don't forget that. It's all made up of lateral area only. Do not screw that up. You can't have the area of the base because there is no base in this shape. They're all inside. Okay. Excuse me. Sorry. Okay. I have really bad acid reflux. I'm so sorry. Okay. The volume of this thing is composed of 3 things again. The cone, the cylinder, and the hemisphere. Hemilobato. Okay. The volume is simple because the volume is volume no matter what. We don't have to worry about pieces, what's missing. We just want the full volume of every single piece. So the cone's volume is 1/3 area of base times height. That's it. That's the value. It's the volume of a cone. So 1/3 the area of the base of a cone. It's a circle. It's pi r squared. And the height of the cone is 24. Multiply that all out. That's 392 pi. Okay. Area of a cylinder is just area of the base times height. That's it. Area of the base of a cylinder is still a circle. So that's just 49 pi, which we could find from before. The height of the cylinder is 9. So that would make this 441 pi. Okay. And the hemisphere has another volume of 2/3 pi r cubed, which is 2/3 pi of 7 cubed. And if you want to see the full work, it's 2/3 of 343 pi. So that would be 686 over 3 pi. And if I add all this together, my total volume will be 833 pi plus 686 over 3 pi. And there you have it. Okay, I really think this is the last video I'll be making because I'll be posting pictures of the other stuff. But I just want you guys to know, ooh, wait, let's get this out. Can you see me? Hi. Just want you guys to know that you guys are amazing and I miss you all. And I hope you guys have a good summer. And if I see you again, which I will, say hi. Okay. Peace out and good luck on math.